Hello everyone, welcome to StudyIQ IS English channel. I am your educator Praveen Mishra and let's proceed with today's hot topic for the day. As on your screens you can watch two people. On the one side it is the Chief Minister, the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Eknath Shinde, and on the other side it is one of those stand-up comedians named as Kunal Kamra. What has happened? Kunal Kamra, in one of his stand-up comedies show just a couple of hours back, mimicked or actually tried to copy the accent of the Deputy Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, against which many people from the political spheres, specifically from Shiv Sena and some other organizations as well, they attacked the venue where Kunal Kamra was giving his performance. The question here is, have Indian politicians become so much delicate or so much weak that they do worry about the stand-up comedians' statements and their comedies? A case has also been registered against Kunal Kamra. An FIR has been registered against him. Now, in India, these days, no doubt in that, first of all, when we discuss about the report given by an organization, international organization known as Reporters Without Borders. They gave their annual report last year, and the data, the rankings of India is once again breathtaking. Out of some 180 countries, India stands at 159th rank when it comes to World Freedom of Press Index. The biggest democracy of this globe. We often cite ourselves as the mother of democracy. The democracy which has got three pillars in classical stages, that is legislature, executive and judiciary. But when it comes to the modern ages, it is the fourth organ also added, that is known as media. Yes, stand-up comedy is not part of media, though it will be not so logical thing to connect the stand-up comedy with media. But yes, the satire, the political satire and the political humor is somewhere around the corner, into some edges, part of the media itself. So point is humor dead in India? See, there were ages when the very same Indians, they used to mock the Prime Minister of the country, calling him as a mute Prime Minister, a toothless tiger, the one who is a puppet into the hands of some other political personalities, or could be a party as well. There used to be cartoons, memes, and all the types of jibes they used to take towards or against the Prime Minister of India. And here, Kunal Kamra is once again into a legal trouble while he was mimicking or making fun or joke of the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Eknath Shinde. So is humor really dead in India? Is it really fine? Let's just understand it through the very proper standard parameters. According to Article 19, Clause 1, Subclause A of the Indian Constitution, we have been guaranteed the freedom of speech and expression. But the very same article's Clause 2, it states that the freedom of speech and expression comes with some reasonable restrictions, such as we cannot speak anything against our country, against our freedom struggle, the national heritage, as well as the dignity of any other individual. So, taking into the limelight, talking about the whole story of this particular event, Kunal Kamra's action was no doubt, well, let's admit it openly, was no doubt it was derogatory towards an individual's dignity. Yes, no doubt in that. But the point is, we could have seen it on a lighter note. We could have seen it just as comedy. We could have seen it just as fun and joke. Roasting someone is not a new element what we are watching into the 21st century. And point is, you are having a position, a political position, and you must not be worrying about what a stand-up comedian is saying, right? So whether a stand-up comedian is a public figure or not, it should not be a matter of concern to any political party, to any political personality. So the point is, no doubt, the reports with regard to the media's independence and freedom of speech in India, they are downgraded each and every year, or simply year by year, down, 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 and down, right? So talking about the whole story here, what is the whole news? Is humor dead? Kunal Kamra's jibe at Shinde triggers Sena's fury. Organizers say they are shutting down. And apart from that, Shiv Sena workers vandalized a hotel in Mumbai's Khar area where Kamra's show with Gaddar traitor jibe at Deputy Chief Minister Eknath Shinde was filmed and sought an FIR against him, the police said. Apart from that, when there will be a debate over this, that what about those people, those who vandalized the hotel or the venue? Are they not guilty? Yes, they are also guilty, and hence police has registered around 30 to 40 different FIRs against those people who were involved in vandalizing such a venue, right? So seeing the very next news here, the police has registered cases against nearly 40 Shiv Sena workers for allegedly vandalizing the Habitat studio. And apart from that, as we can see, a large number of Shiv Sena workers on Sunday night gathered outside Hotel Unicontinental, where the studio is located. Point here is, I would just like to state, Shiv Sena, no doubt, is a very vibrant political organization, which is working on a very exceptional note, no doubt in that, no question in that. But on a very personal note now, I would like to state this thing, that we should not be taking so much of the stress, at least when it comes to comedy, right? And yes, it was just the matter of humor, and humor should be seen as humor, because all of these things are noticed internationally. And when all of these things are noticed internationally, they become subject of joke, and India becomes comedy globally. India and Indians become comedy globally. That what is happening inside your country? You guys can't even handle humor? This is what the globe will speak. This is what the globe is speaking, actually. Now, talking about the further things, what we have here. Is humor dead? It appears so. The political parties in India find it difficult to appreciate humor. No doubt. They have lost the capability to laugh at themselves. Well, I personally do not second this statement. If you do not wish to laugh at yourself, it's your choice totally. But the point here is, you should not be even worrying for such type of stand-up comedies as well. See the next thing here. No humor cannot be a tool for resistance. Absolutely true. As stand-up comedian Kunal Kamra found out on Sunday when Shiv Sena leaders took umbrage at Kamra's targeting their party head and Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister Eknath Shinde. Yes, that's also correct. Comedy should also be filtered. Comedy should also be having some margins and boundaries. At least when you are talking about a political personality, okay, that's fine, you have got the freedom of speech and expression, but yes, you must be also keeping this thing in mind, that is, the dignity of an individual should also be not kept in question. So this is what has happened. And you know what? This is not the first time Kunal Kamra is facing the legal prosecutions. A very famous case has happened in the Indian subcontinent in the name of Kunal Kamra itself. And here we go with the case. Kunal Kamra, it's not the first time, as I stated. Here we go. This is the name of the case. Kunal Kamra versus Union of India 2024. It's a very landmark case now, right? Where the Bombay High Court strikes down the fact check unit, that is the FCU rules, as unconstitutional. According to the Information Technology Act of 2000, a FCU, fact check unit, was established, which uses to check all the facts that are spoken, all the posts that are pasted over the internet through the social media or through the other platforms. And in case they find it misleading, false, or derogatory, or anything against the national security or even the dignity of an individual, organization, and so on, So with the help of the Information Technology Act, they used to delete this. But the point is, this was challenged in the courtroom. And what was actually the issue? The amendment introduced, the 2023 amendment into the Information Technology Act, introduced a fact check unit empowered to mandate the removal of a content labeled as fake, false, misleading from social media and other digital platforms. Failure to comply would result in platforms losing their safe harbor protection. If you remember yesterday's current affairs class, the current affairs show, we were also discussing about that how even Twitter, formerly Twitter, now X, belongs to Elon Musk, has raised a concern over the misuse of Section 79 of the Information Technology Act by the Government of India. And that Section 79 is considered as safe harbor of the Information Technology Act. So here when you talk about safe harbor, it is also mentioning or referring towards the Section 79 of the Information Technology Act, right? So this is what the whole scenario was with regard to the fact check unit. And this was challenged in front of the Honorable Bombay High Court that it is actually violating the principles of freedom of speech and expression under Article 19, Clause 1, Subclause A. What was the judiciary's stand over this? What actually happened? So the original bench reviewing the 2023 amendment of the IT rules was divided in their decision. There were two judges. One judge was favoring the FCU, the amendment that created FCU, whereas the other judge was not favoring it. He was opposing it. And hence an icebreaker was needed. So accordingly, to break the ice, a tiebreaker judge was appointed by the Chief Justice of the respected Bombay High Court to resolve the issue. And the third person who came into the picture, that is the third judge, the third justice who came into the picture, also didn't favor, that is opposed the FCU amendment into the IT rules. And hence the fact check unit was declared unconstitutional, that is null and void. Right. So this was the Kunal Kamra versus State of Bombay, Union of India case that was being heard, or the proceedings were being followed in the State High Court of Bombay. Okay, guys. So this is it with regard to this Kunal Kamra event, Kunal Kamra case. What's your opinion? Where do you stand? Do you stand with the jibe of Kunal Kamra, or do you stand with the actions performed by the political organizations? Where do you stand? Please do let me know in the comment section so that we can discuss it further into the very next sessions. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching me in here. Please do subscribe for the channel if you haven't, and please do like the video as well. See you all in the very next one.